What's up, world? This is your girl P. So, how to understand why hurt people? Now, as a disclaimer, I am not here to project my thoughts and or opinions on you. I am just sharing my vantage point. And when I say that hurt people, it's it's basically people that are hurt, have been hurt. Because we all have been hurt, right? At some point in our life. And some of us are still hurt. And we don't want to do the work to heal. And it's like when I say hurt people, it's like I'll give you an example and I'll use myself as an example because I don't know anyone better than me. It's like when I was in labor having my fifth and last child. I am very, very sensitive to pain. So, my tolerance for pain is really, really low. So I can feel pain. And I didn't know why my tolerance for pain was real low until I got into spirituality and found out that I was an empath. An empath is a sensitive person. So, I'm sensitive to pain. And I can't take pain that well. And so when I was in labor having my fifth and last child, those contractions were like, oh my goodness, they were so excruciating. And I remember squeezing my daughter's father's hand so tight. And I didn't realize I was squeezing him, that tight. I didn't realize that I was doing that. And, you know, he snatched his hand back from me. And when I started, getting into astrology and getting on the path to healing, growing and evolving, becoming the best version of myself, I started to see that, I was hearing this talk about hurt people. And that's the only, you know, interpretation that I could give. It's like I'm in pain. And so because I'm in pain, I'm hurting another person, you know? And when we experience trauma in our life from when we're a child up until we're an adult and we don't heal from it, we'll take that pain out on another person. And we don't realize that we're hurting another person because we're hurt. We haven't healed from the pain. It's like I'm still hurting. And so I just want to take my frustrations out on another person and I want to treat them bad and I want them to feel what I'm feeling, you know? And that's the definition of a hurt person hurting another person. And so, when I was called to speak, you know, I was speaking and allowing the Holy Spirit speak through me. I'm not trying to hurt anyone. My calling is to help people grow because I grew. You know what I'm saying? And I know how it feels to to heal from things that happen to you that you can't change. But you're going to encounter people that you love, that you want to help heal, that you want to help become better, and they just don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to accept that. You know, but you have to separate yourself from them or they're going to separate themselves from you because they don't want to heal. They don't want to be better. And being around you reminds them of, you know, the best version of themselves that they don't feel like they deserve. They have to feel like they deserve it. They have to know that they deserve love. And they will reject you because they don't want to be loved because they're still hurting, you know, and you can't take none of that personal. You know what I'm saying? Because it has nothing to do with you. You know, when we encounter people in our life and we want to, pull them on this path with us, everybody can't go. And so because they can't go, it's going to be a separation of worlds. And I talked about that. And they'll say it is you, but it's really them because they haven't healed. Because a healed person is not going to want to hurt anyone. You're not. So you automatically know that you can't take that personal because they're hurting, and they don't want to heal their insides. It's not about healing a wound on the outside and how do you have to, you know what I'm saying, put ointment on it and put a band-aid over it to cover it up. It's on the inside. It's your soul, which is your heart. You have to heal your mind, which is your spirit. And people just don't want to do the work, and we can't help everybody. It's just like you seeing people go to jail and they keep committing crimes and just keep doing stuff. And you try to, give them advice and talk them out of it. But they're so angry, they take it out on you. And then what they're going to do is time is going to go past and go past and go past. They're going to be forced to heal because we're all on this path to healing, whether we realize it or not. We're just all on separate timelines, and we all have, different lessons that we still have to learn before we get to that point where we don't want to take abuse anymore. And once we get to the point that we don't want to take abuse anymore, we're not going to abuse anyone else because we want to treat people how we want to be treated. But you can't take it personal when people are intentionally trying to hurt you, trying to make you hit rock bottom, trying to sabotage you, trying to bring your spirit down, trying to do whatever they're trying to do. You can't take it personal, and you can't try to put your own spirit in their mind and try to figure out why. The only thing that you can do is understand that they're hurting, and that hurt people because they don't realize that they're in pain because they haven't healed and they don't want to do the work. You know what I'm saying? And so they'll be comfortable in their pain, and misery love company. So miserable people will stick together with other miserable people. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to do the work, you know? And you can keep giving advice and keep giving them love and keep sharing, spreading love, spreading it. Eventually, it's going to come back to you from somebody else who's healed. And that's the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? Well, so when you keep walking on your path and you keep going through evolution and you keep rising, you becoming a star is not about how many people see you. It's about you being that light. You know what I'm saying? You being that light to be available to shine the truth on the darkness, because people are comfortable in the dark because they're not ready to put the devil down and put God first. Put the creator first. Put the universe first. Put Buddha first. Put the Lord first. Put Allah first. Put the creator first. Put the divine first. Put the most high first. They're not ready to do it. And you just have to accept it, you know. But that's where when you encounter other souls and other spirits doing manipulative things to you, you just have to know that they're still hurting. And don't take it personal. You love them from afar and you wish them well. But that's pretty much all I got for you. And I holla though. One love. Peace.